Hey, what's going on? This is Tam.
And Casey.
And we are with Bachata Library. And today is a free beginners partnerwork class. Even if you have no experience dancing bachata, this is the class for you. So let's go ahead and get started.
Let's do it.
So first of all, let's get your partner. And we're gonna start with a very simple basic, okay? If you wanna know the basic steps, feel free to go back to our other videos that we explain it. But I'm assuming you already know the basics, so let's get started and warm it up. So 5, 6, basic, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, perfect. Now that we have one basic down, we're gonna now do what's called a pluma, where men, or for leads, we're gonna take her hands in this position right here. So my thumbs are inside her palm here, yeah? And we're gonna take her hands and bring it down. And that's all we're doing. We're just bringing it down and letting it go. And for the follows, you're gonna do a pluma.
Exactly. You will feel the follows, you will feel the lead release at the bottom. And we are just coming up with both arms, kind of like we have wings.
And it's so nice, it's so pretty. And leads, we're not going with her, right? We're just bringing the energy down and flicking, and she can carry that motion herself, right? We're inviting her. All of leading and following, we are inviting the follow to do a movement, and they can finish that movement however they like, okay? And so how does this work in dancing? So in this case, we're gonna do a pluma while doing a basic. So it looks like this. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it, okay? But this time, on the fourth count, after we do the 1, 2, 3, 4, we're not gonna collect her hands, we're gonna give her a free spin. And so we'll do it first, and then we'll break it down, okay? So 5, 6, 7, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all I did was, after we did the pluma, 1, 2, 3, 4, I used my left hand to guide her waist here and give her a little nudge to let her know that she can spin freely, okay? And for the spins, if you want to check those out as well, we have a different video all about bachata turns. So we're doing a free spin for the follow.
And for the follows, guys, I'll do it this way so you can see me. So here, when we are doing the pluma, we can do anything with our hands, but for this, I just like to keep it relaxed, joining them at the top, and I'm really sinking into my right foot, so I can feel that the lead is now pushing me for a free spin. And I'm just doing a normal left turn.
Very nice. And I'll do this nudge one more time from here. I'm not using a lot of force. It's actually just quite, just a tiny bit of force or a bit of momentum in order to tell her, like, hey, like a spin is coming. Like I said, even with the pluma, we don't need to be rough with it. We don't need to follow her hands. We don't need to push her to spin, right? Just a little bit of an invitation will be just enough to complete this movement. All right, so let's go from a basic, and then we'll do a pluma into a free spin, all right? So 5, 6, 7, let's go. 1 basic, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Get ready into this position, guys. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. And oftentimes, I think I see a lot of beginners make this mistake where after they do the free spin or after they do any move, they forget to step their basics. We're always stepping with our basics, no matter what move we're doing, okay?
Always stepping it out.
Yes. It makes it look better and it feels better too, because a lot of times we just are lazy and we just kind of like, okay, she's spinning, I don't need to do my basic. But no, keep that basic up, keep that good habit now.
It helps you keep in time as well, guys, because otherwise you're going to get back to the move and you're going to be like, which count am I on? And it can seem a little bit confusing. So always step out the basics.
Very nice. We'll do it one more time. Maybe we'll face this way.
Yeah.
So 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Hand position. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, what was different about that move was I caught her in closed position. Now that we're in closed. Earlier, after the pluma, I caught her back in open position. But this time, when she did a pluma, I made sure to grab her here in closed position, or reach her in closed position, okay? Because it's gonna lead on to our next move. And if you want to know more about the open and closed position and how to properly hold those, we have a free training series down below in the description if you want to learn all about the foundations. But for now, to keep it really quick, we're having our hand here on her shoulder blade, and we're having our elbow up high. And for the follows, they're resting their elbow here, not weighing down, but just enough to
follows. You need to keep your frame here, so we are not putting so much weight on the lead, but we are holding our own weight. But I'm also making sure that me and Tam's arm is sealed. There is no gap between. We have a nice resistance.
Yes. And then on this side, we have our hand here. Our thumb is going to be inside this palm here. And I'm not squeezing, and she's not squeezing my thumb either. This is just enough to give the resistance we need in order to lead different movements, yeah? Okay, so let's do it all together, and we're gonna do a basic, we're gonna do a pluma, and then we're gonna catch her in closed position, okay?
Let's do it!
So, 5, 6, 7, let's go. Basic first, 3 and 4, 5, 6, pluma. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice on the 6, 7, 8, I had my hand on her back as she was turning, so that she knows that, okay, like he's putting his, we're going to a different position. We're not going to closed position anymore, which gives her the awareness to put her hand on top, or her arm on top of my arm in order to complete that position.
Exactly. It's a good indication. I know, okay, I'm in closed position, so this is what we're doing now.
Yes, very nice. Next, we're going to do what's called a 180 spin. So first, we're going to break forward for 1, 1.
And for the follows, we are breaking backwards with our right leg. So always starting the basic with our right. So in this case, we're going backwards with the right.
Very nice. And this is what happens when you have a really good frame. If you don't have a good frame, if I step forward, she's gonna get hit. But because my momentum and my weight and my frame is going forward, she has no choice but to go back in order to maintain her frame, yeah?
Exactly.
And this is a little bit more technical details that you can see in our training series down below. But for the sake of time, we're gonna go and show you this 180 spin. So we're gonna go break forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Notice how we change positions here, right? We're here in this angle, and then we rotated 1, 2, 3, and 4, 90 degrees. We're doing this because this helps us prep to do our 180 spin. And maybe we'll just show it for you to see what we're actually doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 180 because we were facing this way, and now I'm facing this way.
Exactly. And for the followers, I am literally just going with Tam's lead here. So I'm going backwards, and then I feel his body moving, so I'm mirroring his body.
This move's a bit more difficult for the leads, especially because it requires a little bit of coordination with your footwork, but we can go through it right now. So 5, 6, break forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do it again from this angle so the leads can see. So 5, 6, break forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. And so we're not usually going side to side. This time we're going in a circular motion. So leads, we're going backwards from what we're normally used to, yeah?
And for the followers, just super important, keep stepping out your basic and go with the direction of where the lead is taking you.
One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
Let's do it all together. So we got that basic, we got that pluma, and the free spin, and now we have the 180 spin, all right? Let's do it. Let's go from this angle. So basic first. So 5, 6, 7, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, pluma. 1, 2, free spin. 5, 6, close position. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Very nice. Awesome. Okay, the last move we want to teach you is called the hammerlock. The hammerlock is a foundational move in a lot of bachata moves, especially even in salsa as well. And we'll show you what it looks like first.
So super useful, and there is a lot of variation. So I promise, like, this move is not going to go away.
Yes. So I'm glad you're learning it with us, okay? We're honored. So 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the preparation for the hammerlock because I'm going to prep her this way to my left in order for her to go to her left. Yeah? So it looks like this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And notice how both of our arms or both of our hands are still connected here, okay? They're still connected because I want this shape. And last but not least, I want the follow to turn all the way and complete this circle until you feel this block. Because a lot of follows stop a little bit too short, and then there's a bit of empty space here. But keep spinning until you feel a block, which is what this hand is going to be used for.
Exactly. So here, when Tam is prepping me, he's inviting me to take a left turn. So I'm just going in for the left turn. He hasn't let go of either of my hands. So I'm not going to let go. I'm going to keep going, finish my left turn, and then finish the basic. So that's why I end up here with both of my hands still connected.
Very nice. Let's do it again, but from this angle, okay? So 5, 6, 7, hammerlock. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice.
Perfect.
And to exit, we're going to take the same hand we just turned with. 1, 2, 3, 4, and basic. 6, 7, 8.
So the follows, you are just doing a right turn to get out and then back to your basic.
It looks a little bit complicated because of the different hand motions that we're not used to doing. However, it's not complicated once you get the rhythm going because the steps are the same, the turns are the same. It's just the hand motions that are a bit unique, okay?
And with any moves, guys, as if the lead is not inviting you to take the hand away, then stay connected. You have no reason to. So
don't let go.
Yeah,
Okay.
never let go.
Never let her go. Let's do it again, the hammerlock only, okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and basic. 2, 3, A.
Amazing.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Okay, so we learned quite a bit. We learned the basics, the pluma, the 180 spin, and now the hammerlock. We're gonna do it all together with counts now, and then we'll practice it all together with music, okay?
Let's do it.
Let's do it all with counts. So starting from the basic, here's the opening starting position. And remember, on the 7-8, we changed our hand position to here.
Ready
Yes?
for the pluma.
Ready for the pluma. It's hard to do. You could do a pluma here, but it's a bit awkward. So this is a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more clear. Okay?
It's a better indication for the follow, so I know, okay, this is exactly what he wants me to do. Otherwise, maybe I'm a little bit confused.
Okay, let's do it all together. You got this. 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6. Close position. Break forward. 180 spin. Nice. Hammerlock. Boom. Hey. Boom. Nice and basic. 2, 3. Very nice.
Amazing, it's looking really good, guys.
And now I want to give one more detail that I didn't say earlier. Because after we do the 180 spin, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're still in closed position. So on the 1, 2, 3, 4, before the hammerlock, we want to slide out by leads, we stepping back, and our right arm sliding through across your arm here to get back into open position. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And follows, I can feel, okay, he's sliding down. Okay, he's ready to change the position.
Let's do it again from this side. So we're gonna go back into open position from here, okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8, stepping back and sliding the arm. At the same time, 3 and 4, we start that prep.
And through that whole movement here, we have not lost contact. We are keeping contact the whole way until I find his hand and I'm like, okay,
That's a good general rule in bachata, is that we always stay connected unless the lead clearly indicates he lets go of the hand or he lets go of the contact for a deliberate purpose, okay?
Yeah.
But default to always staying in contact because you need that contact in order to lead and follow all the proper moves, okay? Let's do it one more time from this angle. Everything together, okay? So first we're gonna go do a basic. So 5, 6, 7, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, hand position. 1,
Pluma.
2, 3.
Sing.
5, 6, close position, break forward. 5, 6, 7, go to open and prep, hammerlock. A, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there you have it.
Good job, guys.
Now we're gonna try it with music. Basic. Let's go. Pluma.
Sing.
Close. Break forward. A, 180. Hammerlock. Nice. Very nice. Woo. Okay. We'll do it again. Basic. 2 more basic. All right, pluma. A, first spin. Close. A. O. Hammerlock. A. Nice.
Amazing.
Amazing. Basic. One more basic. Let's go. Pluma. Close position. 180. Nice. Hammerlock. A. Woo. Very nice. We'll do it again. Basic. One more basic. All right, let's go. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, pluma. 1, 2, A. Step forward. Nice. Hammerlock. Nice. Basic. Woo!
Amazing.
Awesome.
Good job, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us on this beginner partner work class. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something new today. And if you want to learn more about everything about bachata to train and level up your game, make sure to check out our free training series down below in the description. We love you. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you all in the next video.
Bye.